What's up, guys? I have a brand new review for you, and it is on the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria Simulator Plushies. Now, this is part 1 because I only have a few out of the ones that were announced. I'm still missing Happy Frog, Mr. Hippo, Helpy, and Lefty. That's a whole nother 4 for a whole nother video. I think Helpy and Lefty will probably be a separate video, and then the exclusives will definitely be another video too. So, now let's just get right into the review. Let's just look at the box for the plushies first. So on the front it says Pizzeria Simulator with the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza logo, collectibles plush with the fun-tested Freddy Funko logo and the Funko.com logo. On the side it has balloons with the same logo that was on the front. On the back, pretty much same as the front. And on the side, same as the other side. And then for this little topper, it's basically the same as the front. So basically the same on both sides. So now let's look at the plushie. Here is Rockstar Freddy. He looks pretty accurate to his in-game counterpart for a plushie, yes. I don't really spot anything wrong with him. Maybe, I don't really like how the star is this shiny material. I feel like it should have been just sewed in, kind of like how these knee pads were. Knee pads? I changed my mind! These plushies suck! Alright, I'm sorry, I'm joking, I overreacted. Alright, but seriously, why did they add knee pads? None of the other plushies had knee pads. None of the plushies, no knee pads. I don't see any knee pads. What? Alright, anyways, back to the review. Kind of like how these knee pads were, with the embroidery for the outline, and then the inside is just fabric. I kind of like that. This kind of started in the Twisted ones. No. The sister location plushies, they changed the shape of the bow tie. I don't really like this shape. I think the other shape, let me just find it here. The other shape for the bow ties is much better and, much more high quality than these. But they did lower the price for the plushies. As you can see, these plushies were $10 each. And, oh, he just fell. The other plushies were $13 each. So, and Shadow Freddy and exclusives were $15. So, I think that's why they got cheaper. They lowered the price. But now let's just get back to the plushies. Again, the inside of the ears, I don't like how they changed the design. I mean, I guess it's a little more accurate, but I kind of like the, how it started from in the head, then went out and back in. I feel like it just looked nicer than this. The eyes are crooked, but you can't really prevent that. It's how sewing works. Everything else looks pretty fine. Yeah, this plush is definitely really cool. For quality, it is really soft and very high quality. So, would I recommend this plush? Definitely, 100%. So that's Rockstar Freddy. Next up is Rockstar Foxy, but before I get into reviewing him, I totally forgot to mention the tags. The tags are basically the same as the box. They're just the same thing. Same on the back, too, with just some legal information. Well, most of the legal information is on this part. And, yes, I did get these at GameStop for $10 each. So, sorry, just wanted to get that out of the way. So now on to Foxy. So, Rockstar Foxy, he looks really great. Besides those knee pads. Alright, no, I need to stop with that. Alright, but the only thing that is really distracting and uncomfortable is how big they made his head. You should have seen him before I tried squeezing his head. His head was huge, but I think that's just an issue with mine. Another thing was this parrot. It's kind of like Bon Bon. It's not that good. Look at it. Yeah, nothing really wrong with him. He looks pretty good to his in-game counterpart. I don't really see anything wrong. I like how they added the peg leg. I think that was actually really cool. But yeah, I was checking to see if he has a tail. That's not a tail. No. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think his eyes are probably, the most even out of every single plush. But, yeah, also the mouth looks pretty good. I just feel like he should have had teeth like all the other Foxies did. Oh, here's a Foxy right here. I was looking for one. Yeah, you see how they gave him teeth? I just wish he had teeth, like him. But, yeah, I like the 4 tufts of fur, and there wasn't, 3. So, I think that was pretty cool. Yeah, I like how they changed this part. As you can see, they mostly used, this part with, how you can see there's little, spikes. Mine's pretty worn down, so you can't really see it. But, they have spikes, and they finally changed it because they made a new mold for the head. So, yeah, that's Rockstar Foxy. Actually, really good plush, in my opinion. Next up is ELChip, and honestly, he is friggin' huge. He is a big plush. Compared to all the other ones, he has such a fatter body, fatter legs, a humongous head, not to mention that huge hat. Here's the biggest FNaF plush we got in the 6-inch wave. Not even 6 inches, probably surpassed it. But, alright, besides that, let's just get in the ELChip. He has those knee pads! Whew. Gotta get a hold of myself. I don't really see anything wrong with him. They should have made his cheeks a different color. Yeah, I think it just blends in too much with, all his other, whatever you want to call it, his secondary color. I'm looking at my action figure for reference. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I don't really see anything else besides how I like the ear designs before. He also has a tail, which I just think is adorable. Look at the little tail. It even has, this other color on the, bottom. That is awesome. His hat is very detailed, too. It has the little printing on the bottom for the pattern of his hat. I always thought it was weird how it wasn't on the top, but, whatever. That's just me. In the game, the sides are colored, but I see why they didn't do that. Another thing I always thought was weird with the FNaF plushies are how, like, him, ELChip, and some other plushies have dog noses. Like, doesn't really make sense. I think they should have just all gave him, like, it just this nose, but, like, no nostrils or anything. Like, none of the characters have nostrils. Whatever. But yeah, that's all cheapo. Yeah. Next up is Pigpatch. Now, honestly, I thought he was gonna be one of the worst, but he's actually one of the best. So taking a look at him, he looks pretty much spot on to his in-game counterpart. I feel like they made his snout a bit too big, and his eyes a bit too small, but I don't know, again, that's just me. But, they gave him his little belly button, which I thought was great. They didn't give him knee pads. I need to stop. They actually gave him his piggy tail, too, which I think is amazing. I was gonna say I wish they made it 3D, but I realized how hard that would be. He has the different colored eyes, which is very cool. All the plushies in this set have this, like, thing, this outer eye color. Well, it's not color, the little felt thing. I don't know. I guess I kind of like it. It's not really that noticeable, so I don't really care. But, yeah. They gave him his pants, which I love. And, yeah, he's just a really nice plushie overall. He's very vibrant and colorful, too. Like, definitely a colorful plushie set. Well, you know, we got the black lights, but for real characters. But, yeah, that's Pigpatch. Next up is Orville, and all I have to say, heat! One of the best plushies. Again, I thought he was going to be the worst one in the set, but he's actually the best! I could give a ton of reasons why. First of all, that trunk is pretty beautiful. Look at the embroidery on the thing. Look at the posing. Look at the posing of that. Look at the posing. His eye colors. Heat. I'm telling you, heat. Perfect. Actually perfect. His hat. Heat. Perfect. His flower. So beautiful. And those buttons. So beautiful. And he has the little ears. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my gosh.